Shwmai bawb. Hello everyone, Jason Shepherd here, and today we're going to look at occupations, jobs. We are going to discuss those various jobs, and we are also going to look at present tense question forms. And all of this will be wrapped up in a story. I rarely take a lot of time off work, so it was nice to have a week off for a change last week. Well, I say week off, but it was so busy, I now feel like I need a week off to recuperate from the week off. I spent lots of time doing the odd jobs that had built up over the months, but I also met every friend, family and acquaintance that I hadn't seen in months, or in some cases years. One of the topics that kept coming up was that everyone that I met knew at least one person that had just started a new job. So as I tell you about my week, we're going to learn some things. We're going to learn how to ask and answer present tense questions and discuss jobs and places of work, and we'll learn the days of the week as well. So let me tell you what happened to me last week. Monday, dydd Llun. Dydd means day. You'll hear that word again and again with every Welsh day of the week that I teach you. Llun sounds like lean, like you're leaning on something, but with that double L, that sound at the beginning of the word. Llun. Just say to yourself, I lean on the wall. I llun on the wall. Dydd Llun. Dydd Llun. So I was in Swansea on Monday afternoon, and I saw cousin Desmond, although most people call him Des. I hadn't seen Des in a few years, and he told me that he had just started a new job. He didn't say where, so I asked him, in Welsh of course. I'm from South Wales, so I said, Ble wyt ti'n gweithio? Where do you work? Ble wyt ti'n gweithio? Ble? Where? Wyt ti? Do you? The apostrophe N links the wyt ti to gweithio, which means work. Ble wyt ti'n gweithio? Where do you work? Or where are you working? In North Wales, just change ble, B-L-E, to lle, double L-E. Lle wyt ti'n gweithio? Where do you work? Now I'm using the informal form, ble wyt ti'n gweithio, because I know cousin Des. I know him well. If I didn't know Des and I had just met him, then I would use the formal form, which is ble dach chi'n gweithio? In South Wales, and in North Wales, lle dach chi'n gweithio? So I asked Des the question, lle wyt ti'n gweithio? Where do you work? And Des answered with this. He said, Dwi'n gweithio mewn ysbyty. I work in a hospital. Dwi'n gweithio mewn ysbyty. Let's break the sentence down. Dwi'n, I am, gweithio, working. So dwi'n gweithio, I work or I am working. Mewn, in a. Mewn is a lovely little word because it contains those two English words in one little word. Mewn. Then we have ysbyty, which means hospital. Ysbyty. Dwi'n gweithio mewn ysbyty. I work in a hospital. That's one way of answering the question, where you work. We can also add your occupation to the end of the sentence. For example, I'm a nurse. Nurse dwi. Nurse dwi. Nurse is nurse. You've got that n sound, followed by a rs. Nurse. And we use the same form as saying your name. Jason ydw i. or shortened to Jason Dewey. I'm Jason. This is the same. The occupation followed by Dewey. Nurse Dewey. I am a nurse. Nurse Dewey. Here's a full sentence. Dwi'n gweithio mewn ysbyty. Nurse Dewey. I work in a hospital. I'm a nurse. Anyway, back to Des. It turned out that I'd spoken to him for so long that one of the shops that I needed to go to had closed. Anyway, that meant I had to go back out to town the next day, but this time I went in the morning. What could go wrong? Tuesday, dydd Mawrth. So, Tuesday in Welsh, we got that dydd for the day, and then Mawrth, spelled M-A-W-R-T-H. You've got that mow sound, followed by a r and a th. Mawrth. Dydd Mawrth. Tuesday, dydd Mawrth. So, on Tuesday, I got most of my shopping done. In the morning, of course, when who did I see but Uncle Eric? Eric isn't really my uncle, but he was a family friend and all the kids called our parents' friends auntie or uncle back in the 80s. Now, I was good friend with Eric's son, Ernie, but I hadn't seen either of them for years. So I was interested to hear what Ernie, my old friend, was doing now. As well as asking if Ernie was married or had kids, I also asked where he was working now. Ble mae e'n gweithio nawr? Where is he working now? Ble, where, mae e, is he, followed by the apostrophe N that links mae e to gweithio, working. And nawr, spelled N-A-W-R, is the South Wales word for now. Nawr. Nawr. Ble mae e'n gweithio nawr? Where's he working now? That was South Wales. Same question in North Wales. We change a few things. Lle is where in North Wales. And it is mae o, not mae e. O is the North Walian for he. And finally, rwan is now in North Wales. Rwan. It sounds like you're talking about a kangaroo called Anne. Rwan. Lle mae o'n gweithio rwan? Where is he working now? Lle mae o'n gweithio rwan? Well, Uncle Eric answered the question by saying about Ernie, mae e'n gweithio mewn siop esgidiau yn Aberystwyth. He works in a shoe shop in Aberystwyth. Mae e'n gweithio mewn siop esgidiau yn Aberystwyth. Right, let's break it down. Mae e in South Wales or mae o in North Wales. He is. The apostrophe N links to gweithio, working. Mewn, in a. Siop esgidiau, a shoe shop. Although esgidiau actually means shoes. So in Welsh it's literally shoes shop. Which makes sense because when you buy a pair of shoes, you are literally buying more than one. So shoes shop makes sense, rather than the English shoe shop. Next it's yn Aberystwyth. In Aberystwyth. Mae o'n gweithio mewn siop esgidiau yn Aberystwyth. He works in a shoe shop in Aberystwyth. Wednesday, dydd Mercher. So let's learn Wednesday in Welsh first. Dydd, day, and then Mercher. So you're saying the word mayor, like the mayor of a town, followed by a rolling R. Mer, and then it sounds like the word care, but with a CH sound to start, che, and a rolling R at the end. Cher. Mercher. Dydd Mercher. Wednesday. Dydd Mercher. Well, anyway, on Wednesday, Dydd Mercher, I went for a walk on the beach. It was a lovely warm day, just a slight hint of a breeze, and the sun shone down, reflecting on the water, making it glitter like gold. And as I was on my way back to the car park, I saw Jack with his 2 children. We chatted for a while and I asked him where his wife Vera was today. Jack said she was working. So I asked him the question. Ble mae hi'n gweithio nawr? Where is she working now? Ble, where, mae hi, is she, followed by the apostrophe N that links mae hi to gweithio, working, and finally, nawr, now. Ble mae hi'n gweithio nawr? Where is she working now? Slight change in North Wales, ble to lle. Lle mae hi'n gweithio rŵan? Where is she working now? Lle mae hi'n gweithio rŵan? So I asked Jack the question, ble mae hi'n gweithio nawr? And he answered, mae hi'n gweithio mewn popty. She works in a bakery. Mae hi, she is, apostrophe N, linking gweithio. She is working, mewn, in a, popty, bakery. Great little word, popty. It sounds like you're going to the bakery to buy some pop and some tea to go with your currant bun. Popty. Popty. Mae hi'n gweithio mewn popty. She works in a bakery. Now, Jack could also have added Vera's job title. For example, a baker is pobydd. Pobydd. Pob, P-O-B, and Y-double-D, idd. Pobydd. She is a baker would be pobydd yw hi. Pobydd yw hi. In South Wales we use that yw hi for she is. In North Wales, ydy hi. Pobydd ydy hi. And if the baker was a man, it would be yw e in South Wales or ydy o in North Wales. Pobydd yw e. Pobydd ydy o. So let's do the full sentence. Mae hi'n gweithio mewn popty. Pobydd yw hi. She works in a bakery. She's a baker. Mae hi'n gweithio mewn popty. Pobydd yw hi. You can also ask and answer a question using a person's name. Now, I had the opportunity to do that on Thursday. Thursday in Welsh is dydd Iau. Dydd Iau. Anyway, on Thursday, dydd Iau, I was at home and the phone rang. It was my dad ringing me to tell me that my cousin Sean had just started a new job. Now, Sean has been studying in university for the last few years, but I couldn't remember what subject he studied. Anyway, I knew what to do. I'll ask my dad what Sean's job is. Hope he's doing a job related to his university subject, and we'll work out from there what he studied. So I said to my dad, ble mae Sean yn gweithio? Where does Sean work? Ble mae Sean yn gweithio? Ble mae Sean? Where is Sean? Usually we then have the apostrophe N, but when we use the name, we don't use that abbreviation, but the full version, an. and that links to gweithio. Ble mae Sean yn gweithio? Where does Sean work? Or where is Sean working? In North Wales it would be lle mae Sean yn gweithio? Ble dy lle? Lle mae Sean yn gweithio? Now you can answer the question with where Sean works. Mae Sean yn gweithio yn yr ysgol. Sean works in a school. Mae Sean yn gweithio yn yr ysgol. Sean works in a school. Mae Sean yn gweithio. Sean works or Sean is working, followed by yn yr ysgol. Yn yr ysgol literally means in the school, but in this case it can mean in the school or in a school. Normally in a is mewn, but it's one of those funny grammatical things about Welsh. You always use yn yr ysgol, whether you mean in a school or in the school. Mae Sean yn gweithio yn yr ysgol. Now we could also add Sean's job title. So Sean, for example, if he works in a school, might be a teacher. A male teacher is athro. Athro. Sounds like the hairstyle, afro. So just imagine a teacher, maybe your favourite teacher from school, with an afro haircut. Athro yw Sean. Sean is a male teacher. Athro yw Sean. Now we'll change yw to ydi in North Wales. Athro ydi Sean. Athro ydi Sean. Female teacher in Welsh is athrawes. 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 Athrawes yw Sian. Sian is a teacher. Athrawes ydi Sian. So in Welsh, some job titles have separate male and female versions. For example, athro, male teacher, athrawes, female teacher. Policeman is a policeman, while policemones means policewoman. So when we answer a question like, ble mae Sean yn gweithio? The answer could be, mae Sean yn gweithio yn yr ysgol, athro yw Sean. Sean works in a school, Sean is a teacher. Mae Sean yn gweithio yn yr ysgol, athro yw Sean. Friday, dydd Gwener. Dydd Gwener. Dydd Gwener. On Friday, dydd Gwener, I stayed at home. I was working hard at home, of course, with my feet up, watching a nice film, when the phone rang. I picked up the receiver and it was my wife's mum, my wife's mother, on the other end of the line. We chatted briefly when she told me that Amanda's cousin Sharon was starting a new job at the same place as her sister Tracy. I remarked in Welsh how many people seem to be starting new jobs lately. Then I asked her where they were both working. Ble maen nhw'n gweithio? Where do they work? Ble maen nhw'n gweithio? In North Wales, change ble to lle. Lle maen nhw'n gweithio? Lle maen nhw'n gweithio? Amanda's mum answered the question by saying, maen nhw'n gweithio mewn caffi lleol. They work in a local cafe. Maen nhw'n gweithio. They work or they are working. Mewn. In a. Caffi lleol. Local cafe. local is lleol. Lleol. It sounds almost like you're saying lay all the blankets on the bed. Lleol. But with that double L sound in the front, that sound. Caffi lleol. Maen nhw'n gweithio mewn caffi lleol. You could also add their job title. Now, because there's two of them, it's going to be waitresses for women and waiters for men. So plural versions. So waitresses, it's gwaenyddesau. 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 Gwaenyddesau ydyn nhw. They are waitresses. Gwaenyddesau ydyn nhw. Now waiters, if it was two men, would be gwaenyddion. 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 Gwaenyddion ydyn nhw. They are waiters. Gwaenyddion ydyn nhw. If you were saying the singular form, by the way, waitress would be gwaenyddes. Gwaenyddes. Gwaenyddes ydy hi. She is a waitress. And waiter is gwainydd. Gwainydd. Gwainydd yw e. He's a waiter. On Saturday and Sunday, I rested over the weekend and then had to go back to work on Monday. But I got to spend a bit of time with my wife on Saturday, dydd Sadwrn, and Sunday, dydd Sul. Saturday, it sounds like you're talking about a sad bit of pottery. It's a sad urn. But with that rolling R, Sadwrn. Dydd Sadwrn. Dydd Sadwrn. And dydd Sul, Sunday, sounds like you're talking about a seal that you found on the beach, on the shore, and his name is Dydd. Oh look, it's Dydd the seal. Dydd Sul. Sunday. Dydd Sul. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson and found it useful. If you would like to support what we are doing here, obviously give us a big thumbs up and subscribing. That would be fantastic. That would really help. But also, if you'd like to support us in other ways, like leaving a review on iTunes for the podcast to say how good you think it is, or if you'd like to donate on Patreon, that would be fantastic. My Patreon details will be up in a moment. It starts at $1 a month. Cancel any time, and any money that you give us will give you some great extra learning materials and will help us to keep bringing out all of these Welsh videos, the podcasts, and all the extra stuff as well. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you soon. Hwyl! Bye!